This is an audiobook created by Subconscious Key Studio. Hello and welcome. Please make yourself comfortable. Find a position where you can simply listen and let the world outside fade just for a little while. What we are about to embark on is a journey. It's a story in two parts, a conversation between an ancient truth and a universal language. It's a story about you, about the world you perceive, and about the breathtaking reality that lies just beneath the surface of it all. To begin, I'd like you to close your eyes, not to sleep, but to truly listen. Listen to the world we have built, the world of streams and feeds, of curated realities and algorithmic echoes. Can you hear it? The hum of servers, the whisper of networks, the distant, muffled sounds of a city that never sleeps, and the closer, more intimate pings and chimes that call for our attention. This is our modern cave. Its walls are not made of stone, but of screens. Its shadows are not cast by a flickering fire, but by the light of 1 billion digital projections. We are the prisoners in this cave, and we have been here since childhood. Our heads are fixed, not by chains of iron, but by habit, by convenience, by the sheer overwhelming volume of the spectacle. We watch these shadows, the headlines, the trends, the carefully crafted versions of other people's lives, the simplified narratives of complex events. And we discuss them, we analyze them, we react to them. We have become so accustomed to their dance that we mistake them for reality itself. We forget that they are merely shadows of shadows. But what if you were to feel a tug? A subtle, persistent question from somewhere deep within. What if you were to turn your head just an inch? What if you were to stand up, to turn away from the wall, and to walk toward the source of the light itself? This is the first, bravest step. It is the journey out of the cave of illusion, described by Plato over 2,000 years ago. And it is as relevant today as it was then. It is the journey from ignorance to knowledge, from a world of manufactured spectacles to the blinding, beautiful, and sometimes terrifying light of truth. And what awaits us in that light? What is the nature of this sun that illuminates true reality? This is where our story truly begins. Because the enlightened ones, those who have made the journey, tell us that the sun is not a random ball of fire. It is a conscious, creative intelligence. And it speaks. It doesn't speak in words, but in a language far more ancient and fundamental. A language of form, of ratio, of pattern and relationship. It speaks the language of sacred geometry. So, our journey out of the cave is also a lesson in literacy. We are learning to read, to listen, to understand the native tongue of the universe. So let us take that first step together. The first crack in the cave wall often begins with a single, simple point of awareness. A moment of silence amidst the noise. A fundamental truth. In sound, we can represent this as a single tone. A unity, pure, undifferentiated potential. Listen to it. This is the source, the one from which all things emerge. Now, from the one emerges the two. This is the first act of creation, the moment the universe decided to know itself, to experience relationship. In our sonic landscape, a second, identical tone now joins the first. Listen to the space between them. The tension, the conversation. And now, as they find their perfect, resonant relationship, they create a new shape, a shared space. This is the Vesica Piscis. The Vesica Piscis. It's called the vessel of the fish, and it is the womb of the universe. It is the shape of the eye, the shape of a cell dividing, the fundamental geometry of light itself. It is the first day of Genesis. From this single, sacred shape, born of the relationship between two circles, all other shapes are born. It is the doorway through which existence steps into being, and step through it does. From this doorway, a third circle is born, then a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, and a seventh. This is the seed of life. 7 circles, 1 pattern. It is the seed from which the entire tree of reality grows. It is the blueprint for a week, the structure of a musical scale, the core pattern of your own spiritual energy centers. It is the universe's first complete sentence, and it says, all complexity is born from a simple, repeating truth, and this seed doesn't stop. It continues to unfold, circle upon circle, pattern upon pattern, until it blossoms into the most beautiful and complete blueprint imaginable. The flower of life. The flower of life. This is the complete cosmic text. Every atom, every galaxy, every law of physics, every cell in your body, every emotion you have ever felt, it is all encoded here in this single, breathtaking pattern. The cave walls you thought were so solid, they are transparent now. You can see they are made of this music, this geometry. They are not reality. They are a low-resolution projection of this far grander, more intelligent, and infinitely beautiful design. And now we are standing fully outside the cave. The sun is upon us. Not the sun of our solar system, but the sun of pure consciousness, the source of all light and truth. And it is here we begin our tour of its divine vocabulary. We are going to learn to listen to the words it uses to build worlds. Our first word is a gentle, pulsing rhythm of potential. This is the seed of life, and it is the grammar of unity. It tells a story of emergence. 1 becomes 2, becomes 3, becomes 7. It is the pattern of a fertilized egg dividing and multiplying. It is the pattern of a community forming from individuals. It whispers that you are never truly separate. You are a unique circle, yes, but you are also intrinsically part of a larger, sacred pattern. Your very being is a conversation between unity and multiplicity. This pattern is the foundation upon which all other words are built. Now let's listen to the universe's favorite verb. The word for growth, for evolution, for beautiful, efficient becoming. This is the golden spiral expressed through the Fibonacci sequence. It is the rhythm of the cosmos. You can hear it in the unfurling of a fern, see it in the whirl of a hurricane, count it in the petals of a rose or the seeds of a sunflower. It is not a forced, rigid growth, but an elegant unfolding, an expansion that always maintains perfect proportion. It is the breath of nature itself. And this, my friend, is the pattern of your own journey. Your life is not a straight line from birth to death. It is an expanding, ascending spiral. You revisit lessons at new levels. You grow in wisdom and scope. You unfold into the person you are meant to be, following this ancient, divine rhythm. It is the sound of life, optimizing for both beauty and function. Now, for our final word in this lesson, we come to a masterwork, a complete cosmic equation. This is the Sri Yantra. It is not merely a symbol to be looked at. It is a cosmic machine to be experienced, a map of consciousness itself. Its 9 interlocking triangles represent the divine, dynamic dance of the universe. The 4 upward-pointing triangles are the masculine principle, Shiva, consciousness, stillness, the unchanging. The 5 downward-pointing triangles are the feminine principle, Shakti, power, creativity, the dynamic force of manifestation. Their union creates the entire manifest world. The central point, the Bindu, is the source, the singularity from which all this complexity erupts. To gaze upon the Sri Yantra is to still the mind, but to listen to its geometry, to hear the ascending arpeggios of consciousness meeting the descending arpeggios of creative energy, forming perfect, stable chords of existence. This is to hear the universe in a state of perfect, dynamic, ecstatic balance. This is the word for creation. And now we come to the most profound realization of all. The enlightened one, standing in the sun, understanding the language of the gods, suddenly understands something that changes everything. The sun, the source, the geometry, it is not out there. The most breathtaking truth is that it is also in here. You are not separate from the creation. You are its living, breathing, conscious expression. Let's bring this home. Listen to the spiral staircase of your own being, your DNA. It is not a random ladder. It is a physical Fibonacci spiral. It is a coiled melody, a song of your ancestry and your potential, written in a geometric code. Every time a cell divides, it reads this score. Now, listen deeper to the trillions of tiny universes that are your cells. Each one is a geometric marvel. Their membranes form bilayers. Their structures are hexagons and pentagons, maximizing strength and efficiency. The very process of cell division, mitosis, is the Vesica Piscis in action, one becoming two, right there in the very fabric of your body. And look at the vessel that carries you through the world, your body, the ratio of your forearm to your upper arm, the distance from your navel to the floor and from the top of your head to your navel, the spiral of your ear, the five-fold symmetry of your extremities. You are a walking, talking embodiment of the golden mean. You are not just in a universe of sacred geometry. You are sacred geometry made flesh. You are a temporary, beautiful concentration of this universal pattern, given just enough freedom to look back upon itself and wonder. And so the enlightened one, filled with this awe, feels a pull, a responsibility. This is the final, crucial part of Plato's Allegory. The one who sees the light does not get to stay on the mountain top. They are compelled to return to the cave, to sit beside the prisoners who only know the shadows, and to say, I have seen something more. Not to force them, not to blind them with the light, but to gently point out the patterns in the shadows, to help them recognize the music in the noise. To say, look, even this shadow on the wall, see its proportions. They are divine. And so we arrive at our practice. The return to the cave begins with integrating this knowledge, not as an idea, but as an experience. Let us now attune our own instrument, this human body and mind, to the fundamental harmony we have been exploring. There is no need to seek outside yourself. The entire blueprint is within you. So, if you are able, find a comfortable position. Allow your eyes to close, and simply let your breathing become soft and natural and easy. There is nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to go. Just listen and follow the sound of my voice. First, bring your awareness to your breath. Don't try to change it, just feel its natural rhythm. The inhale and the exhale. And now imagine that with each inhale, you are not just drawing in air, but drawing in a spiral of luminous energy. This spiral winds its way up from the base of your spine, following the graceful, efficient, beautiful curve of the Fibonacci spiral. It rises, turning, expanding up through the center of your being. And then, with each exhale, imagine this same spiral of energy expanding outward from your heart. It unfurls into the space around you, a spiral of light and peace, blessing your immediate environment, then your home, your community, the world. Inhale, spiraling energy upward. Exhale, spiraling energy outward. Your breath is a golden spiral. Now, let that image gently fade, and in its place, bring into your mind's eye the flower of life. Don't see it as a flat image on a screen. See it as a three-dimensional, shimmering sphere of light. A perfect, luminous orb surrounding your entire body. See the interlocking circles, the perfect symmetry, the boundless connections. This is your native state. This is the true blueprint of your energy, your consciousness, your soul. It is a shield of harmony, a field of perfect order and infinite potential. You are resting within the flower of life, and the flower of life is radiating from within you. You are safe. You are whole. You are interconnected with all that is. And now, simply rest here, in this geometric field of light. Let go of all images, all effort. Just feel the resonance of this pattern in every cell of your body. In your DNA, in your bones, in your blood, in your breath. Feel the universe holding you in its perfect, intelligent, loving pattern. You are not trying to listen to the language of the universe anymore. You are allowing the universe to speak you. You are its word. Remember this feeling, this knowing. This is not a metaphor. This is your fundamental reality. This is what you carry back with you into the world of shadows. This is the light you now bear. And when you are ready, you can gently bring your awareness back to the room, to the sounds around you. But listen now, can you hear it? The world may look the same, but you are different. You have learned to listen for the pattern within the noise. You can now carry the light of the sun back into the cave, not to blind, but to illuminate. You walk now on a patterned path. You will see the Sri Yantra in the scaffolding of a building, the golden spiral in a fallen leaf, the Vesica Piscis in the eyes of a friend, the flower of life in the dome of the sky. You are both the prisoner who has been freed and the liberator who returns. The journey out of the cave is not a one-time event. It is a daily practice of remembering, of choosing the pattern over the shadow. The journey is not over, my friend. It has just begun.